LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight is the newest Batman game to release. In this video, I will be obtaining all 52 achievements. This will require me to complete the story and then obtain every collectible on the map. Getting straight into it, we begin the story which starts in a prologue chapter. This has us playing as young Bruce Wayne going to watch a movie with his parents. But before they leave, Bruce needs to find a clean fit. Hey, I understand him, man. I'm gonna say this off the jump. This game looks immaculate right now. The lighting is going crazy in the scene. We have to collect this fit like they're Infinity Stones. We find the cape on this giant statue, the goggles from this box. We find the hat inside this Wayne-shaped bush. I'm gonna say it now, man. This fit is so freaking trash, but at least it got us an achievement. Suddenly, the hat starts flying away from us. I think it knew how trash the fit looked, so we just wanted to leave. Unfortunately, we end up catching up with the hat, and after collecting it, we fall through this well. After Bruce gets traumatized by some bats, we finally make our way to the theater. And this is when Bruce's life ain't sweet no more. For some reason, Thomas thought it was a smart idea to go down Crime Alley, and ultimately him and Martha pay the price. We flash forward 10 years where Bruce is mourning the death of his parents, and still no one has been arrested for the crime. We encounter Jack, who was the one that killed our parents, and Cobblepot before he's become Penguin. Bruce couldn't take the disrespect for them, so he has to fight with these guys now. This game's combat is taken from the Arkham series, which I won't complain about, as it's one of the most satisfying combat systems in all of gaming. After we beat all those guys up, we're introduced to Carmine Falcone, who's basically the representation of all the corruption that's in Gotham. Bruce is then thrown to the fishes, and we're introduced to a mystery man who reveals himself to be Ra's al Ghul. He invites us to join the League of Shadows, but only if we manage to get a rare blue flower from the peaks of Nanda Parbat. So Bruce does exactly that and sets out on his quest to find the flower. During this, we're accompanied by someone named Talia, who's also looking for the same flower as us. After traversing a little and then getting stuck doing whatever this is, we manage to reach the peak of the tower and we find one of these flowers. Turns out though, right next to it there's a store that has loads of stock, and then also a lift which could have just taken us up here way easier. Raz allows us to join the League of Shadows and basically teaches Bruce everything he needs to become Batman. For the player though, this is obviously the tutorial section where we learn about combat, stealth, and projectile usage. I don't feel like a lot of games have like proper tutorial sections that blend with the game, so this was pretty fun. During the training, I managed to get the achievement for hitting an 100 combo multiplier, which is just when you hit enemies 100 times without getting hit or missing a hit. After we complete the training section, Bruce says he wants to show Talia something that Raz doesn't want them to see. Most levels in the game have objects you need to destroy 5 of to get a skill brick. In this level, it's the bonsai trees. There is also a red brick in most levels. This one requires us completing this puzzle where we need to get all the torches lit on the statue. I didn't realize you could just pick up the books and place them on the pressure plates. It took me way too long to figure that out. We find out that Raz is constructing weapons with the intent of destroying Gotham as it's gotten too evil for him. Bruce obviously doesn't believe this is the right course of action, so we get into our first boss fight of the game against Raz himself. After his defeat, the League of Shadows base is blown up, along with not only Raz but also Talia. This unlocks our next achievement for completing the prologue. We end up back at Wayne Manor in the same world that we fell down as a kid. This time with different intentions. This is where we finally see Bruce become the man we want to see. He creates the Batmobile, he puts the suit on, and he's finally Batman. Damn near instantly, we hear that Falcone is causing trouble at the docks. Flash tries to get Gordon jumped, but Batman steps in, and then we have to chase him through a short dock area. Once we catch up to him, Batman begins to torture Flash by dangling him over a bridge. He's after information about who wants the shipment, and all we get from him is that the person drives a purple sports car. And that's how the interrogation ended. At the end of this mission, we also unlock Jim Gordon as a playable character for another achievement. We are now tasked with completing various crimes throughout the city, and these will constantly pop up when we're roaming the open world. There are 2 achievements which involve the crimes. The first is to complete 30 total crimes, which is very easy, but the second one requires us to complete 1 of every crime, which was way more difficult as you can't really know which ones you've done, and certain crimes only appear in certain areas and there's no way to know. During this mission, we managed to find Penguin, who turns out to be our man with the purple sports car. He tries to escape us, but Batman does some aura farming and manages to catch him. After even more aura farming and then Jim selling us, we get information about Falcone doing a deal at the Iceberg Lounge. Finally, we are introduced to one of the pains of all Batman open worlds, the Riddler. I will say though, this is the easiest version of the Riddler in any of the games. I was quite sad when I noticed it was Riddler boxes, not trophies, but that's a minor issue. We enter into the Iceberg Lounge level now, and I accidentally got an achievement for equipping a red brick. I'm not sure why they changed the red bricks from game modifiers to cosmetic modifiers. It does feel a bit lame. We have to use a jackhammer to try and get down to Falcone's office. On our way, we go through various different areas. We end up on the middle of a dance floor, and Batman starts hitting his moves, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was kind of clean. This final move with Jim, it went crazy. We then see Falcone talk to a guy who claims to be Red Hood 1. Must have taken him ages to come up with that name. Pretty much the whole deal ends up breaking down and the two gangs end up getting into a big brawl. Batman sees Falcone trying to make a run for it and gives chase. I managed to get another achievement during this fight for 100 successful counters. Once we end up outside, Catwoman ends up tripping up Falcone, which leads to him getting caught. Batman doesn't seem to be all that interested though, as he just takes a teddy bear from the scene. I went to stop this crime and got another achievement for completing 100 stealth takedowns. I have no idea why this popped, I didn't do one here. There are these stud caches all over the map, and when I opened this one, I got another achievement for collecting 30,000 studs within a single stud combo. In our next mission, we go to Lucius Fox for help with the teddy bear, but unfortunately, his lab power gets blown out. You can upgrade your gear at these benches using Wayne Tech chips, which come from Wayne Tech caches. These are just hidden throughout levels and even in the open world. I got another achievement here for purchasing 3 total upgrades. I'm gonna be honest though, most of these upgrades are literal trash. I don't think I did it one time after this. We find out the teddy bear has Larphonium in it, and you can imagine who they're building up for here. We find out that ultimately Red Hood won. I'm not even calling him that anymore, it's the Joker. I spoiled it guys, I'm sorry. Now you know it's him. The Joker's doing very Joker things. He's using the Larphonium to create Smilex gas, which is basically just laughing gas. So Batman heads to Ace Chemicals to try and stop this. And they manage to do exactly that, but the factory ends up being destroyed by the Joker himself. Joker ends up dangling over some green slop, and when Batman attempts to pull him up, he shocks him and ends up falling to his doom. But as we know, this is not the end of the Joker. After firing up the bat signal, I also got the achievement for completing chapter 1. The way it works is that at the start of each chapter, we get a little time skip and some progression in the story. For example, we see Catwoman actually become Catwoman now, and then also the classic Joker is back. In the Batcave, there's these areas where you can completely customize the section, and you can get an achievement just for placing 5 props down. There are also challenges that you can complete throughout the game, and then when you cash them in, it builds a mural. You get an achievement just for cashing in one. I saw these sick references to Naruto, and then absolute greatness, One Piece. This is fire. You can buy cosmetics from Batmite, and I got an achievement for buying 5 of them. We exit the Batcave, and there's these mimes which are just running rampant across the town, causing chaos. They attempt to get away in these vans, and we have to catch all 3 of them with the Batmobile. One final van attempts to run us over, but we dodge and it ends up crashing into a building. Turns out though, inside is none other than Catwoman herself. The next level allows us to play as Catwoman, and pretty much every new chapter we get to play as someone else. All these characters have unique and varying abilities as well. Our whole goal this level is to escape Shrek's department store. To do this, we build a massive speaker and we start jamming out. Things like this happen a lot, but it's part of what makes Lego games to be honest. The humor is just unmatched. We get an achievement for unlocking Catwoman as a playable character after we beat this level too. This is the skill tree where you can spend gold bricks for upgrades, and I got an achievement for getting an upgrade in each category. We get tasked with putting a tracker on this bear, which isn't all that hard, but what it does unlock is these same style of missions everywhere on the map. I'm gonna have to complete all of these for the 100%. We enter the Arctic world level in search of Penguin. We end up in a 2-phase boss fight against him. The first where you're just fighting him on the ground. And then he gets into this duck vehicle, which is like a land boat hybrid thing. All the boss fights are pretty much the same in the sense where you have the mash square, but they all have like fairly creative ideas, which makes them pretty fun to do regardless. After we beat him, Penguin clowns us because it turns out he's not the one behind any of this, and as we know, it's obviously Joker. We encounter the sorriest villain known to man, Condiment King, and obtain a card which are all clues left behind from Joker. After collecting all the cards and putting them together, Batman recognizes this painting and is on display in the Flugelheim. We get to see though that Joker is actively trashing the place. Upon reaching the final safe, we find out that Joker's attacked all of Falcone's old crew with the Smilex gas. And on the TV we can see that Joker is inviting all of Gotham to a parade with the promises of dropping 20 mil. Once we go to the parade, we see that all the large balloons have gas canisters containing Smilex, and he's lightly trying to gas all of Gotham. Batman hates balloons, so what did he do? He sent them all to the sky. I'm sure he wasn't trying to help everyone, he's just hating. We get this pretty cool scene of Batman and Catwoman flying towards the Joker with him launching missiles at us. When we come face to face with him though, he heats up as he's lost all his balloons now. Joker tries to escape, but who does he think he's running from? You're about to see the craziest strength feat of all time from Batman. He is stopping a moving helicopter with one arm. Man, this is like literally the average day for Batman. He is crazy. Batman was teed up and sent him falling to the ground, and ended up in Joker getting arrested. Before ending the chapter, I went and did a crime and got an achievement for completing 30 of them total now, and then got another achievement for completing chapter 2. This chapter starts off with Batman and Catwoman going on a date to the circus, and the new character we get to play as this time round is Robin. And after we complete Robin's intro, Two-Face shows up on terrorist timing and threatening to blow everyone up. We end up getting to the bomb after completing some platforming, and Batman just starts throwing the dynamite out. I'm not sure this is the smartest move, but sure. Two-Face proposes one final coin toss, but Batman don't care, launches the Batarang at him, and Two-Face falls. We get an achievement for unlocking Robin too. Robin returns to the Batcave with us, and he's completely in awe. I built that, to be fair. While driving around Gotham, I managed to unlock the achievement for visiting every single district on the map. Then we have to do a little Robin training arc where he gets to complete this traversal trials. After this, these traversal trials pop up all through the map as well. Also got the achievement for obtaining 1 million studs total after doing this. This was the first Clue Master mission I did, and basically it's Riddler version 2, except the Clue Master puzzle rooms have you guiding this car to the end for the puzzle box. The next mission has us encountering Kite Man, who managed to spawn in a giant plant with a seed. We then have to destroy 3 giant plant pots just to weaken it, and then we can freeze it using a cryo spray and punch it to fully destroy it. We find out though that Kite Man was manipulated by none other than Poison Ivy. Who would have guessed after seeing those plants? But the worst part of all this is that there's loads of these plants across the map now, and that's another thing I need to do for the 100%. The next level is the Botanical Gardens, and honestly it's a pretty simple, straightforward level. I'm assuming though all the budget, time and effort on this went to the final boss fight, which is a huge dragon made from plants. They went crazy with the model, but I'm not sure I understand the boss fight. I just stood here throwing batarangs at it the whole time, and occasionally using the back claw to pull it. I'm not really sure if this is the intended method, but after a while I managed to take it down. Finally, they introduced my favorite villain in all of Batman, Mr. Freeze. Not gonna lie to you, he was trash in this game though. That's the end of chapter 3, so you know what that means, another achievement. Chapter 4 begins with Firefly attempting to steal jewels from this costume party event. The new character unlocked here is Batgirl, who has the ability to hack and use a drone. We have to save these people who are in danger one by one using Batgirl's new abilities, and then we launch a rocket to smack the hell out of Firefly and knock him to the ground. But we don't get to celebrate our victory for long, because Mr. Freeze pulls up and freezes Jim. At the end of this level, we also unlock Batgirl as a playable character. I also got every expansion in the Batcave for another achievement. We then have to move a frozen Jim through the Batcave to find out what chemical was used on him. While I was trying to fast travel from the Batcave here, I accidentally placed a marker on the map and got an achievement. I'm not complaining. This big shield enemy was just standing there taking it, and when I defeated him, I got an achievement for defeating one of every enemy in the game. We then pull up on Black Mask, and Batman knows that he's involved with Victor Freeze and he wants answers. Black Mask ain't giving them though, and he wants Batman to test out his new security system. He should already know how this is gonna go. After disarming the whole thing with ease, he attempts to make a run for it. But Batman, and to her credit Batgirl, they got aim, and they didn't let him go anywhere. And this was easily my favorite reference throughout the whole game next to Luffy. This Street Fighter reference here, destroying the car, so cool. I spent so many hours doing this as a kid. Batman then figures out that Mr. Freeze is planning on freezing the whole of Gotham. During this cutscene where Batman is confronting Mr. Freeze, I randomly got the achievement for maintaining a max stud combo for 60 seconds. Hey, I'm not complaining, I will take that. We defeat the first phase of Mr. Freeze with ease, but it comes at a cost. Batman just stands here and gets frozen for no reason. It leaves Batgirl and newly introduced Nightwing to fight against the Mr. Freeze mech. Pretty free fight though, I just spammed the Batarang at him all fight. This also unlocks Nightwing as a playable character, and it basically just voids any reason to play as Robin anymore because Nightwing is just an improved version. That fight also marks the end of chapter 4 for another achievement. Joker begins his crime spree and Batman isn't having any of it and gives him chase. This chase scene is pretty awesome. Studs flying everywhere, things blowing up, things being destroyed. This is peak Lego Batman right here. During the chase, Mystery Woman here on a bike starts smurfing on all the Batman goons, taking them all out. After all that sick chase, what does Joker end up losing to? A pothole. And if you didn't guess already, Mystery Woman was Talia. We get an achievement for unlocking her as a playable character. Talia then exposes to us that Bane is behind everything and he's leading the League of Shadows. We then take Joker to Arkham Asylum, pretty much the exact same way we did in Batman Arkham Asylum. Turns out Joker set us up, and now we have to fight every inmate inside the asylum. We enter this elevator with Talia and get the achievement for completing Chapter 5. While trying to escape, we get separated from Talia, and out comes Bane. Bane confirms that he's trying to finish Raz's work and he is the new League of Shadows leader. While he's doing this, he is beating our ass, by the way. We literally get thrown off the building. Chapter 6 begins and immediately Bane is talking about a Dionysium bomb which he set on top of Wayne Tower. Batman and Catwoman challenge Bane into a fight and manage to take him down. But victory doesn't last for long as Talia flies in, taking Batman down, removing his mask to reveal that it's actually Alfred under there the whole time. Turns out though that Bruce is actually on top of Wayne Tower and he tells Batgirl and Nightwing that Talia is the true successor of the League. During the boss fight with Talia, I got the achievement for completing 20 challenges. This one just kind of happened on its own, I never really focused on it. Talia is definitely a cool and satisfying final fight, but I managed to take her down with ease. Batgirl rips the suit off Talia and the suit lands on a light, creating the bat symbol in the air. This marked the end of the story with another achievement. Pretty good campaign, I will say. Onto the open world now, which was the bulk of gameplay for me. The best feature was these towers which could be hacked and they'd ping every objective in the area. This one also unlocked the achievement for discovering 100 open world events total. From here on out, I just had to work my way through these areas, completing everything, which is something I really like doing, as it always feels satisfying to complete an area and then start the next. I went back to Batmite to finally buy all the red bricks and got another achievement for that. I completed this traversal challenge for my 5th gold medal in AR trials. Defeating this plant earned me a vehicle which got me another achievement. This getaway vehicle is the final crime I hadn't done, and I had to do some research and go out my way a little just to find it. It was the achievement I was most worried about throughout the game, and I'm happy to get it done earlier in the endgame grind than have to hunt for it at the end. During this AR trial, I accidentally got the achievement for gliding in 10 different wind tunnels. I unlocked every fast travel point in all of Gotham. After clearing this Puzzle Master and Riddler combo room, I got 3 different achievements. I got unlock all suits, complete every side activity in Gotham, and complete every puzzle room. Somehow I lost the footage for one of the achievements of collecting 25 bat tokens, but my proof is that I unlocked the T-Rex here for collecting 50 of them. So I've definitely done it. I got my final Wayne Tech cache, which was in the Batcave. This allowed me to finish the skill tree for another achievement. I fished this mini kit out the water and collected all the Batcave trophies. I bought every vehicle left and also got all collectibles in the game. I had accumulated 407 Wayne Tech tokens and spent them all for another achievement. There was also an achievement for changing the Bat computer screensaver, and for my 100% I had to rotate the camera 20 degrees in camera mode. That was my 100% for LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. It's honestly an amazing game which I would recommend to anyone. I grew up on LEGO Batman 1 and Arkham City, so this was honestly perfect for me. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.